welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my makeup inventory. I do these twice a year, at the beginning of the year and then midway through. I usually post it earlier. I was hoping to get this video out sooner, but I've just been very busy the last couple of weeks. Work has been kicking my butt and I have had no time to film. So I'm really happy that I filmed all of my other videos that you've seen recently back to back, like all in the same day pretty much. That's why I look the same in them. But I finally have time to film it. I'm filming at night. I like to film in the daytime to get that, you know, that daylight, but no, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen this week. So yeah, I've just been super busy. I hope everyone is well, and I hope you're not sick of all my intro videos. There is just intro after intro after intro. But today I'm doing my makeup inventory, like I said, and I'm very excited to share my numbers because I think they're all right. I mean, overall, my inventory's gone down. Let's just put it that way. Some categories have gone up, some categories have gone down, but like the overall like total of everything combined for my makeup has actually gone down, which is nice, but I will share everything in due time. So I'm gonna start with color correctors. Nice, easy, boring one. This is one that I only started tracking in June because I had 2 of them and now I only have 1. I did end up decluttering one of them. It was my CBD concealer corrector from Primark, and it just went bad. I actually really liked it, so I was annoyed that it went bad. But the only one I have left is actually like a cream consistency. It's just a stick form and it's okay. It does the job. I don't really think I need any more than that. So that one has gone down by 1. Next up are actual concealers. And in June I had 8 and I still have 8. So this one has not changed. This time last year I had 7, so it's only gone up 1. I do feel like I have finished concealers. I just keep buying concealers and I don't repurchase the same one. I keep trying new ones. So it is what it is. It's one of those things where I'm not that fussed about it, to be honest, and I'm quite happy to have as many as I have because I'm going to use them all. And I don't think that any of them are gonna go bad, so it's fine. Moving on to cream blush. So this one I had 8 this time last year. In June I had 9 and now I have 5, which is so exciting. So just FYI, I do not count face palette pans as individual pans for cream or highlighter or bronzer. So if I've got a face palette that has a cream blush, it's not being counted in this one. These are individual cream blushes. It's the way I do it. I know a lot of people don't do it that way. They want to count every single pan of that particular item that they have. But for me, I don't know, I've just been tracking it differently and I like to use my face palettes as a whole. I don't just go into one of them and use one shade normally. So I don't know, I track it a little bit differently. But that's just an FYI. But in terms of like individual cream blushes, I have gone down. I did manage to pan my Super Shock cream blush from ColourPop, which took me over 2 years to finish. And that was a relief to finish that one. But I also decluttered some. I just had some shades and colors that I just know I don't really care for, which are pink, bright bubblegum pink blush. I'm not a huge fan of those. Yeah, so I'm happy that I only have 5 at the moment. Okay, moving on, we've got cream bronzer. So same thing, these are just individual bronzers. This time last year I had 1. And then I had 2 in June, and now I've got 4. So this one is growing. I am appreciating cream bronzer more. I like all of the ones that I have. And I have I have 2 that are slightly more warmer tone and 2 that are slightly more cool tone, and that works for me. Would I purchase any more? Probably. I mean, I think that I'm not at the point where I'm satisfied. I mean 4 is enough for me, right? But I don't mind if I get 1 or 2 more. I think that's fine. Yes, it's a cream item, but I use them, so I'm not that fussed about it. However, I do want to hit pan in my ABH cream bronzer this year because I've had it for a bit and I do want to see some more progress on that one. But otherwise, yeah, I'm happy with that one. It's gone up, but I don't mind. Moving on, we've got cream highlighters. So this one I had 2 this time last year, and then in June I had 2, and I've got 3. So the way I'm counting this, I have had cream highlighters, like individual ones, but I hit pan on one of them and I decanted it into a face palette. So now it's no longer being considered its own single cream highlighter. And I also have purchased a new one, so it's gone up and down. I'm also tracking this a little bit differently. I don't know if this time last year I was including them in my cream highlighters, but I have 3 of the ColourPop Super Shock cream highlighters, and I feel like they're more creamy than powdery, so I am putting them in sort of a creamy category. And those are the only 3 that I have that are like their own individual singles. Okay, moving on, we've got eyebrow product. So this is an eyebrow gel, a pen, it could be, what else do I have? I don't actually think I have anything else other than a gel and a pen. I don't think I have any of those little pots. I don't do anything with my eyebrows. So this is a category that I really don't care about. And I was doing really well. I only had 1 item, although I think that's a mistake because when I look at the picture, 2 of them I definitely had back in June. So let's say I had 2 back in June. I now have 5 eyebrow products and I don't do anything. I received 3 in beauty boxes between June and now. Actually between June and October basically. And yeah, it is what it is. I will try to find someone to give those to because I don't think I'm going to use them. Okay, moving on. Eyeliner. This one I have a lot of eyeliners and I have never really done a thorough declutter of eyeliners. Probably maybe 2 years ago I did, or a year and a half ago I did, but I haven't done one recently. I just find them a little bit boring to film and watch when people declutter their eyeliners, and I just haven't got around to just decluttering it myself just on my own because I have a gazillion black eyeliners that I do not need. This also includes liquid eyeliners, so it's not just like pen eyeliners, but I'm just including everything like the little gel pots, anything like that. I lump them all together. So this time last year I had 24, in June I had 22, and now I've got 23. I am going to say goodbye to one in my collection this month, fingers crossed. So one should appear in my empties video at the end of the month, and that will be good. I might declutter a few more as well. So I do want to get this down because I only want a handful, maybe a black, and then a few color ones, and that's it. I just don't need as many as I have because I don't use them. Okay, moving on to eyeshadow palettes. So when I first started my channel, I had 11, which was very nice. And actually quite a bit for somebody who really didn't wear eyeshadow for a long time. I went several years just wearing mascara, and then all of a sudden I started wearing eyeshadow again. But anyway, yeah, I had 11, and in this time last year I had 56, and then in June I had 63, and now I've got 76. Now it did do a really big jump just in the last month because I did receive a lot of eyeshadow palettes from my partner for Christmas. He definitely just overdid it a little bit. I'm not complaining, but it definitely jumped then. But yeah, of course I'm going to be buying eyeshadow palettes. It is what it is. It's, you know, it's exciting when you get a new color story, a new eyeshadow palette, you want to test it out, maybe a new formula you're testing out. So to me, it's a lot and it is excessive. But I am working hard to use all of my eyeshadow and, you know, hit pan if I can, but I'm doing no pan left behind. I'm doing eyeshadow projects, and I'm enjoying it. So I don't really mind at this point. It's not like I have 70 eyeshadow palettes I've never touched and I only use 6 of them. I literally have used pretty much, I would say, 80%, 85% of them, you know, bar the new ones, and then there's maybe 1 or 2 that I've had lingering in my collection that I probably should give away. But yeah, I've used the majority of them so far, so I don't mind. So we've gone through a lot of categories that have gone up, unfortunately, and we have a few more to go through that are not looking good. So face palettes, I realized this last year that I actually really enjoy face palettes. I didn't expect to enjoy them that much. I like, and a lot of people are different because I just watched a video, I'm not sure, I can't remember who it was, but they were saying that they only like face palettes if they're all blush or all highlighter. For me, it's the opposite. I like when there are, you know, there's a bronzer, there's a blush, there's a highlighter, or maybe two blush, bronzer, you know, just a little bit of a mixture. I don't mind all highlighter palettes, but all blush palettes, for me, I'm just not interested in them, and I don't think I have any, and I don't have any interest in buying any. So anyway, this time last year I had 3, and then in June I had 6, and now I have 9. I did just get, oh no, I did just get a blush one. I got one for Christmas, yeah. I just got the NARS Christmas one for 2022. That is stunning. I don't mind having that one, and that is an all blush palette. But yeah, I don't, I might buy some more this year. I'm not really doing a no buy on really any categories this year. I'm just being mindful because I've started a beauty bank. So I think it's, regardless of really what I decide to do as a no buy or a low buy, that truly will determine what I buy or what I don't buy, because I'm going to try to stick to it as best I can. So yeah, face palettes, I don't mind. I have 9, it's quite a lot, but again, I use them, I really enjoy them. I rotate through them in my shop, my stash, so I don't have any that I haven't yet used. I have a couple that have pan, or like I finished products completely in them, so you know, I don't really mind. Okay, moving on to face powders. This one has definitely grown. When I first started YouTube, my channel, I didn't have any powders. And then I got a couple loose powders, some pressed powder, you know, just to see. I mean, I just never powdered my face. I guess I didn't mind that dewy, glowy look, but as I've gotten older, I actually much prefer not to look so dewy. Like I put powder on today because I'm using the Hydromaniac foundation from Urban Decay, and that makes me look very glowy at the moment. I don't know what's happened to it, because when I first started using it, it wasn't that glowy. But anyway, moving on, I'm sidetracking quite a lot. Yeah, face powders, I have a lot. I do. I have 9 right now. In June I had 8, and this time last year I had 7. So it's just been going up one by one. I did finish a loose powder last year, and I aim to hit pan on 2 pressed powders this year. I only have 1 loose powder left, which is my Laura Mercier. It's like a little mini. I'm not that fussed with loose powder, so maybe I'll try to finish that as well at some point. And I hit pan in my glowish powder this last year. I love that one. That's my favorite. So, you know, out of the ones that I actually have, I enjoy them. So I really don't mind having as many as I do, because again, I just rotate through them. Okay, moving on to foundation. I was just speaking about foundation. So this one has gone down, and I foresee it to go down even more because I am trying to, I aim to pan a few of these this year because I feel like they're awfully close. So this time last year I had 11, in June I had 15, and now I've got 9. I'm very, very happy with that number, and I'm almost, I just rolled in the Urban Decay Hydromaniac in my Project Pan or Partners in Cream. I think it's Partners in Cream, and honestly, it's getting hard to get product out of that. I still have an air pocket in there, but I have to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze so hard to get anything out. So I think that one's going to go pretty soon, probably in the next couple months. And then I have a few others that I could finish this year. The Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer, and also the e.l.f. CC Cream one I could finish as well. So this one's gone down naturally, and I feel like it can go down even more if I don't buy any more. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that I'm not going to buy any more foundation this year, because I get through foundation pretty quickly. And if I don't like a foundation, I don't pan it, I just declutter it. Like if the shade just doesn't work for me and I haven't spent like 40, 50 euros or pounds on it, then I will not keep it. And most of my foundation are just drugstore foundations. I honestly don't really mind if I have to declutter, but if I do end up splashing out and buying a more expensive one, then that might be a different story. But yeah, I'm happy with the number that I have. I'm happy with the shades that I have. And I'll just stick to it until I find something that I want to buy. Okay, moving on to lip products. So I've got lip balms and lip oils kind of grouped together because I just can't be bothered to split them up. So in, this time last year I had 22, and then in June I had 21, and now I've got 11. I did declutter a lot in my last lip declutter, and I just had to. I wasn't using them. There was no point me just hoarding them. At this point, I literally am just hoarding some items, and I just thought, I need to just get rid of these items. So I got rid of quite a lot of actual lip balms. Lip oils, I think, are mostly just from Colourpop, and I don't mind the lip oils. I also finished a lip oil from Colourpop as well. And yeah, that's why it's gone down. So I decluttered, but I also finished lip liner. So this one, I just always forget to use lip liner, which I probably should because I'm starting to get like all those little lines around my mouth, and sometimes the lipstick or whatever I use kind of seeps through, and I might have to start using lip liner. But yeah, these ones I'm buying to test out, but I'm not really getting it, you know. So this time last year I had 4, June I had 4, and I still have 4. I did declutter one, so I did buy one. I feel like I bought 2 though, because I bought 2 of the NYX. Moving on to lip gloss. So this time last year I had 17, and then in June I had 16, and now I have 17 again. Not sure what happened there. Obviously I bought some. I know I decluttered some lip gloss and then I went ahead and bought a bunch, which was really stupid of me. But I also did finish 1 or 2. Hasn't really changed that much. I'm not that fussed with it. Moving on to lipstick. In December 2021, I had 50 lipsticks. And then in June, I have 52. And now I've got 29. So in the same declutter video that I posted in December, I was able to officially declutter a lot of lipstick that were either too old to really keep and hoard, shades that I don't particularly like, and like finishes that I don't like as well. So those are the 3 reasons why I decluttered, and I'm happy with that. I'm really happy that it went down. I know I finished 1 or 2 lipsticks this last year, not enough to make a big dent because I know I bought more than 2. So, you know, they cancelled each other out. So yeah, unfortunately, a lot of my wins here are from declutters. But I think that in general, I bought less in 2022 than I bought in 2021. I think in 2021, I was just buying to buy. And in 2022, I was a little bit mindful. I did have a few splurges where I bought items that I did not need to buy. But overall, I think I was a little bit more mindful, and that's what I'm hoping for 2023, to be a little bit even more mindful. Okay, moving on to liquid highlighters. This one is a category that I really don't care for, and I was hoarding liquid highlighters and I just kept receiving them in beauty boxes. So, you know, this time last year I had 9, and then it went down to 8 in June, and now I've only got 2 because I just had to declutter them. I just don't want them. I do not, you know, as much as, you know, they actually do look really beautiful on the cheeks, they're just a faff. I just don't like the faff of them, and they just take too long to make them look good. So for me, it is a category that I hope to have 0 at some point. I did keep 2 because they are very beautiful, and I would like to finish them, but we'll see. Okay, moving on to liquid lipsticks. So in December I had 14. In June this last year I had 15, and now I've got 13. So this one has gone down, but I think it's from declutters because I have not finished any. But I have kept 13, so I didn't, you know, it didn't really go up that much. I just ended up keeping a lot because they're all very beautiful and I can't get myself to get rid of any more. So I think I need to use them a little bit more this year. But again, I try to rotate through a lot of my products in my Shop My Stashes, so if you don't watch those, then you should. Okay, moving on to mascara. This is my all-time favorite makeup product. I cannot leave the house without mascara. Mascara and foundation pretty much. But yeah, in December of last year, like 2021 last year, I had 8, and then in June I had 6, and now I have 7. This one, it doesn't worry me because out of the 7, I only have 1 open. And once I finish one, I just pick up another one that's there. And I'm not actually buying that many. I think out of the ones that I have, one came in a whole the Hocus Pocus 2 collection, so I just ended up, I didn't even realize it came with a mascara, which was kind of stupid of me, but anyway. And then I had a couple from beauty boxes, and then, or maybe one was gift with purchase. The Benefit one I think was gift with purchase, and others I just picked up because I wanted to try them, but I haven't tried them yet. I'm just not that fussed with them. I know I'll get through them. I always get through mascara. Even if I don't like it, I use it a long time before I actually give it up. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. Powder blush. So this one, I kind of realize I don't care for powder blush. Isn't that weird? Okay, anyway, in December of 2021, I had 20. In June of 2022, I had 21, and now I've got 16. So this one has gone down. I did end up decluttering some in my last declutter. Shades that just don't work for me. I had to be honest again with myself. Why hoard the shades if you don't like them? So I realized I had to get rid of some of them, and I'm really, really happy with 16. It's not a category that I really care about all that much. I think blush is very beautiful, and the ones that, like all of the cream blushes and all the powder blushes that I have kept, I think are absolutely stunning, and I will use and wear. I won't just look at them and be like, I don't want to use that, because the problem was I had a lot of blush, and I looked at them and I thought, oh, this is so beautiful, but I don't want to wear it. Like I had a Kiko Milano one, didn't want to wear it, didn't like the way it looked on me. But I was just hoarding it because the compact was beautiful and I bought it last year, so it was like relatively new. But yeah, this one I'm happy with, and it's gone down, so that's good. Powder bronzer. So this one I'm not that fussed about. This time last year I had 12, and then in June I had 10, and now I've got 6, which I'm really, really happy with. Again, I got rid of some that were no longer working for me, mostly Essence. I had 2 from Essence that the formula kind of just went bad on me. It got very clay-like. It was very strange. So I had to get rid of those. And the 6 that I have, I really, really enjoy. I really like the color. They work for me. They're not too orange. I just hate an orange bronzer. It just does not work for my skin tone. So they really work for me. And I'm happy with them. And there's some that are better suited for winter and some better suited for summer, so that works fine too. Okay, powder highlighter. So in December of 2021, I had 13. In June last year, I had 12, and I've got 14. So this one has grown. I have an issue with highlighters, I've realized, because I do like wearing highlighter, just not a huge amount. Like I'll wear it if I think it will make my look prettier, or, you know, I don't mind making myself look super, super shiny and sparkly if I'm not going to leave the house. But if I'm going to leave the house, likelihood is I don't really put highlighter on. So when I do use highlighter, it mostly will be in my inner corner, but then I have so many eyeshadows that I can use in my inner corner. So regardless of that, I still have a lot of highlighters in my collection, and some of them I definitely just use for inner corner. Others I do use on my face, but really again, only those times when I don't really mind looking like a sparkly, shiny, beautiful goddess, you know. I'm just not gonna walk out the house looking like that, at least not all the time. So as many highlighters that I have, I just don't feel like I have the use for most of them. So this one I hope doesn't grow, because when I see something shiny and sparkly, I'm most likely gonna want to buy it. I know Kiko Milano just released I think there was like their Valentine's collection, and they have a beautiful highlighter in that collection. And literally today I put it in my basket, and then I had to close the tab because I realized, what am I doing? I'm on a low buy. I don't have points to spend on just anything. I don't need that highlighter. I just want it because it's beautiful and sparkly. Like, what is going on? So yeah, I had to stop myself with that. But this one, yeah, it's gone up. And I need to be mindful of it this year because I don't want it to keep creeping up. I don't want to get to like 20, that would be awful. Okay, moving on to primers. I worked so hard this last year to get my primer collection down, and then I ruined it in September and I bought 4. But I have still managed to finish a lot of primer this last year, and I aim to finish more primer this year. It's just one of those categories that I cannot stop myself sometimes. I don't know what's wrong with me. Primers are not even that interesting, but I tend to just want to buy them. So they always get me with whatever marketing image they have. I'm just like, I want that. Or if I see it, I'm like, ooh, I want that. It's a bad thing. Anyway, this time last year I had 16. In June I had 12, and you can see 16 to 12. So I finished 4. That's really exciting, right? I didn't declutter any. Oh no, I did declutter 1. I decluttered 1, sorry, yeah. But still, that is a lot to finish in just 6 months. And then from June to now, it's crept back up and I'm at 13. You know, I'm not back to 16. And I have enrolled a primer in my project pan. I've enrolled a primer in my Partners in Cream. And I'm really gonna try to finish them. I am going to try to finish them. But yeah, that is annoying because I was very happy with 12 and I really wanted to get to 10 or under, but we'll see, maybe this year. Okay, moving on to setting sprays or facial mists, something like that, you know, just sort of combine them both together. I had 5 this time last year, and then in June I had 4, and now I've just got 6. I did buy a MAC one, and I also did buy an essence. I think I bought 2 essence. Did I finish one? I might have finished one. But anyway, regardless, it's gone up, and I feel like I could finish definitely 1 to 2 this year. So that would be my goal. The ones that I have, I actually do enjoy them. Some of them don't have the best spray bottles, which is unfortunate. For instance, the MAC, it doesn't have the best spray bottle. But in terms of all of them and using them, I think I like them all. But I think there's one that I've only tried once, and it's more like a facial spray, and it's the Essence one. But otherwise, all the rest are fine. And I don't really need any more, so I don't want that to grow. Okay, and then moving on to single shadows. This one has changed. I did depot some eyeshadows at the beginning of last year. So expanded, because this time last year I had 6, and then by June I had 24, and now I've got 38. I did buy some singles, and what else have I done? I don't really know. I don't know what I've done with this one. I don't need to buy any more. If this continues to grow though, it is because I'm going to depot more eyeshadows, which I might end up doing. So in total, even though there are a lot of categories that have gone up in terms of numbers, the ones that have gone down have made a difference, and in total, my collection has gone down 4%, which is not a lot, but it's something. So in June I had 343 items, and now I've got 328. So I don't know, maybe by the end of the year I have 300? Who knows? I don't think that's possible with the way that I am, but I think it's so long as I stay level enough throughout this year and continue to enjoy everything that I currently have, I'll be happy and I'll be good. But yeah, those are my numbers, and we'll see how I do this year. I will do a recap video mid-year like I did last year. I think it's good to see, because sometimes obviously brands release a lot of makeup through a 6-month period, so it's gonna go up or down, but I do hope to finish a lot of items too this year. So that is my plan. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. I'll try to find some time to film, but I don't know when that's gonna be, so I will see you when I see you. Thank you so much. Bye.